my gosh, I was looking all cute, and then my allergies struck with like a full force, and so now my eyes are runny, my nose is dripping, and my makeup is a mess. But we are here with a really fun video, which is my Halloween Advent video. I have 5 here that I wanted to talk to you about, and yes, I know Advent is a Christian term, but that is what they're all labeled as if you were to search for them. So I'm just gonna say Halloween Advents, Halloween countdowns. I'll probably intermix the 2 terms, but they're all ways to count down through October to Halloween. And I originally thought I was a little bit late to share these with you, but most of these are only 12 to 13 days, so you still have time to do the whole series before Halloween. So I'm excited to share these with you. I'll link them all down below if you're interested in any of these, but let's just get into the video. Is anyone else just surprised of how quick the year has gone? We are doing a countdown towards October, but right around the corner is Christmas and gift season. And I know I'm not alone saying that I may have received a few puzzles here and there that I would not have picked out myself. So having a wish list ready is always helpful for friends and family to make sure they're buying you the correct present, especially in the puzzle world. If you're worried about someone buying you a puzzle, I may also suggest putting in puzzle accessories because they are great tools that you may not purchase yourself, but may be very helpful to have in the future. So one tool that I love to have is puzzle boards and tables. I have quite a lot from All4Jig, who is a sponsor of today's video, and I wanted to share with you one that they just sent over. I also recently did a video with a whole bunch of other options, so I'll link that up in the cards if you are in the market for one and maybe you want to add one of these to your wish list. But today we have this one here that I'll just show you real quick. I just unboxed it and I have some thoughts on it, but in general, I think having a board or a table option in your wish list is a great option, especially if people are maybe collaborating and buying you one present. I have been using my All4Jig puzzle tables for years. I absolutely love them. I definitely have some preferred favorites. Like I love my rotating plastic puzzle board because it has a nice smooth lazy Susan. I love the color of it. I love how lightweight it is. And I also love my tilting and rotating one because the tilting feature really does help my back and neck. So if you're someone who struggles with that posture situation while you're puzzling, it is a great option to put your puzzle on a nice little tilt. So I love those 2 options. Those are probably my favorite ones. Of course, they have so many other options as well. They have tables, they have ones that are more vertical, they have ones that are landscape, they have ones that are green, ones that are gray, ones that are wooden, and then they have a whole bunch of different board options as well. Like I didn't know there were so many different specs and features to look into for a puzzle board and table. So they really do have something for everyone. I just wanted to show you this one as well because I mentioned it in a recent video, but I didn't have it on hand. So I thought I would give you a more up close view of what it looks like. So this is the rotating puzzle board. It is a very simple design. It is a raw wood. So if you're someone who maybe has a very specific color palette in your home and you want to paint your own, you can paint this if you wanted to. It's completely sanded down. You can polyurethane it, make it your own, or you can keep it very simple in raw wood if that's something that you're looking for. It does have a rotating lazy Susan on the back. There is some assembly required. I do wish they did screws versus the glue that they provided. I just think it would last a little bit longer. So I don't know about longevity as far as the lazy Susan screw situation, but it is nice and smooth and balanced. One thing I love about this brand is that they're always improving their products and they love open, honest feedback. So that is something that I would hope they consider in the future because they have it as a screw option with their rotating and tilting board as well as their plastic board. So the technology is there. As far as the cover, it is a simple dust cover. This time around though, it does have their logo on it, which is kind of fun. And this is great for puzzling on top of. Maybe you're flipping your puzzle to glue it, or maybe you just need to move it, or maybe you want to do 2 puzzles at once. You can definitely do it that way, or you can just keep it as a way to keep your puzzle safe away from dust and pets and husbands. But I'll link this one down below if this is something that you're interested in, if you want just like a simple rotating feature. I personally love the tilting and rotating board. It's my favorite by far. I love the gray backing. I love the boards. I like how it has drawers. This one also comes with 4 drawers as well. And again, I love the tilting feature. Again, there are so many different options that they carry, and it is a great option to add to your wish list for the season. So thank you all for Jake for sponsoring my video and for sponsoring my channel. I'll link all their information down below, as well as the video that I did recently where I showed you all of them up close so you guys can see which option would be best for you. But enough of that Christmas talk, let's go back and celebrate Halloween. Thank you to all for Jake for sponsoring this video and making this video possible, because these are not cheap and I'm excited to show these to you. So let's get into it. First up we have is this one from Boardwalk. This one retails I think for $55. It's called the Kooky Spooky Halloween, and this one has 13 puzzles. 12 of them are 100 pieces, and then the final day is 300 pieces. So if you're doing them every other day in the month of October, and then the final day would be Halloween, you would have a big puzzle on Halloween. All the images in this one are by the same artist. His name is James Poi, I think is how you pronounce it. But really fun artwork. Love the different images and the cartoony style. This one does have a storyline to it. Inside there is a booklet that actually has a whole bunch of reading in the beginning, and then it kind of makes sense of what each person is. So each day in the 12 days is a different character, and then the final day is the full scene, which I think is super fun. Let me show you what it looks like inside. So inside we have the different boxes. They have the drawers. This is the same layout as if you had done their Christmas countdown, or if you did their national parks countdown, where you have different drawers of each day. So you have it 1 through 13, and the pieces are really large and in charge. So if you are someone who has gripping issues, a lot of the ones that I'm going to show you are on the mini side of puzzle pieces. This one is more standard size, so it's probably the easiest out of all of them, and the puzzle ends up being the largest in size. They are again 100 pieces each, and then the last one is 300 pieces. I'll just show on the screen a couple of the days so far. They're super fun. I loved day 1 where it was like a thug vampire. he was super fun, little gangsta, and I try to do the puzzle first and then I'll read about them in the book of like who they are, and it's been super fun. I really have been enjoying this one. Probably one of my favorites out of all of them, and it is one of the ones that's more affordable. So this one is a good one. Before we get into the others, I did want to mention one other that I just don't have on hand, and that is the Vermont Christmas Company one. They have a Halloween advent very similar to their Christmas ones, where each day you're building a portion of the puzzle, and it's definitely the most affordable out of all of them. So I think it's around $30. And so you have a box that has I think 40 pieces, and then over the course of October you'll have a 1,000 piece puzzle. So that's a great option too if you want to kind of do a build as you go and just do like one big puzzle for the season. So I'll link that one down below too if you're curious. It is one that I was eyeing, but I had so many already I didn't want to add to the mix, but it definitely is a great option. And I think there might be other versions on Amazon too from different like unknown brands. So those ones I would say tread with caution, because I've heard some horror stories with those ones from like brands you've never heard of, and they're all the same puzzle but they're from different sellers. You know what I'm talking about? So I would just say proceed with caution with those, because some of them are very strange AI images, and then some I've heard they were just like mixed. It's just a gamble. So I would say if you want the build as you go with the Vermont Christmas Company, but let's move on to the other ones that I have. Next up we have these two from Reverie. We have last year's and this year's. Last year's is called Halloween at the Library, and this one was gifted to me by Stacy, who's the moderator over on the Facebook group. And then this one is for this year, and it's called The Witch's Bookshelf. So let me just go over these real quick. I think they both retail for $75. So this one here is super fun. This was last year's Reverie advent, but you can still get it as far as I know. So this one is called Halloween at the Library, and it is by the artist Evgenia Lumfer, and it is a super fun one so far. So the box is a really nice size. It's really like well made. I have enjoyed it. Inside here we have different boxes, and they all have the label of their day or number and the name of the puzzle. For me, I have been putting them backwards for the days that I've done, but let me just pull one out so you guys can see one of the boxes. So this one here was day one and it's called Welcome to the Library. And this one is super cute. These are on the micro side of things. They are really small puzzle pieces. They have 13 puzzles that are 99 pieces each. And so they are a little bit on the teeny side. So if you have some gripping issues, this one's going to be hard as well as some of the other ones that I mentioned. But they are super fun for like on the go. You really only have like maybe a moment to puzzle during your lunch break. You can take one of these, put it in your purse, and then like do it at your desk. I used to do that a lot when I worked at the mortgage company. It's just like bring them with me on the go. If you're traveling that day and you only have like a little airplane seat, you know, you can still get these done. So it is a good little like moment throughout the day if you're wanting to just take a second to breathe and relax and enjoy the season, you know. So this one here is super fun. This one is called Welcome to the Library, and then inside the other ones have been like inside the library, so it kind of makes sense of like you walking through the shelves, seeing what else is there. Some of it's spooky. It's very cutesy. I do like the illustrations a lot, and I like how they're all pretty different but still bookish. I love those type of scenes. So this one I have really been enjoying. I'd say the only issue that I have is that they are on the small side, but you know, there is perks to that as well. So this one has been super fun. I'm excited to see how the other days go. If you are wanting to see the days throughout the whole season, then follow me over on Instagram. I've also been posting on TikTok too, where you can see them being done on each day. So just as an FYI, or mostly each day. I'm not doing very well at keeping track, but I am posting them over there at some point. Here is the other Reverie puzzle, and this one is called The Witch's Bookshelf. It again has 13 mini puzzles that are 99 pieces each. The quality is the same between the two, which I again don't mind, just a bit on the smaller side. This one is by the artist Sandra Tews, who is from Germany, and I really like the artwork of this one too. Now, if I had to choose between the two as far as imagery, it is completely personal preference, but they are different themes. So the library one, it's like you're walking through the library and it's scenes in the library with the different books, where these ones are actually books on the bookshelf, and so it's just the images of the actual book, which is a cool concept too, but I do think I like the imagery of last year's a little bit more. It's just, again, personal preference. These are also super cute, but I just like the theming of that one a little bit. But this one has really pretty colors inside. I love that color story a lot. Again, very similar, identical quality, but here is one that you can see. This one is called Choosing Familiars, a practical guide. So you can see how it's a book that's on the shelf for the witch. We then have like Enchanting Escapes, issue 7, Crystal Magic 101. So you kind of get the theming. They are really nice images. I do like the coloring of them, and you know, I have really enjoyed it. So I think, again, out of the two, I do love the librarian one, but this one is super cute as well. It really just depends on what you're looking for. Next up we have is this one from Trevell, and this one isn't quite a Halloween advent or Halloween countdown. This one is just a bundle that they sell for Halloween, and they do have mini puzzles. So they're 12 mini puzzles that are 99 pieces each. It retails for $75. Typically a single mini puzzle from them is $10, so it's a deal if you get the bundle. It's still pricey, but it's less expensive if you liked a lot of their images. So this one here is 12 images, 99 pieces each. What is fun about this bundle is that each day is very different and they're from different artists, so a little bit more variety than some of the other ones, which there are variety in the images, but sometimes the style doesn't change too much, where these ones, it's very unique and fun. So I'll just show you a couple of them. So this one here is like a little bookish scene with this little like duck. Is it a duck? I don't know who he is, but it's called Cabinet of Curiosities. This is a French brand, in case you are curious if some of the words that you see are going to be in French. We then have this one here called Rat Witch, which is a super cute one, where we have a little rat witch making some type of potion or stew We then have this one, which is very different than the other two. This one is called Halloween Parade. So again, each of these is from a different artist, so it is kind of nice to have a good variety, see maybe which artist you like, and then maybe you can follow them and see what other mini puzzles they carry, something like that. But this one has been super fun, very similar quality to Reverie. I would not be surprised if they are the same manufacturer, because they're pretty identical. But this one I have really been enjoying, and it's a nice little bundle set that they have. So I just thought I'd share that one. They have a few different bundles too. They have some that are not Halloween or any type of season. They're just like a travel one or something like that. And then they have a couple Christmas ones too. So just thought I would share. And then finally we have this one. This one is by Soonness, and this one was gifted to me by Soon. I have been working with her for quite some time. This one is called the Ghoul Gang Halloween Advent Calendar. And the fun thing about this one is that, again, there's more of like a storyline to it, where each day you are doing an image of one of the ghoul gangs, and they all have names, and then at the end you're supposed to know why they're all together and why they joined up for Halloween. So I'm excited to see how it goes. So far I've really been loving it. The artist here is Frenemy. His artwork is super fun and neon and just very vibrant and fun. This one has the most amount of puzzles. This one has 15 puzzles that are 54 pieces each, and then the final day is 300 pieces. This one is very similar to the boardwalk because you are doing a puzzle every other day, and then the final day is the Big Daddy puzzle. This one here, very fun packaging. We have bright neon packaging. On this side it has the number, on the other side it has the name of the person. So the first day was Dr. Thorne, who was super fun. He's making some type of like happy potion, that's my guess. I really don't know what his story is, but he looks super fun. It was bright and colorful, and the quality has been great. It's like a little bit bigger pieces, fairly matte pieces, and the fit is fantastic. So love the quality of it. This one here is number 3, or for the second day that you do it, and it's called Buzo. And then we had the third one, which I don't have the box here, but that one was super fun too. So these ones have been super fun. I feel like the images are very unique. I love the coloring, I love the fit. This one I'm definitely like the most curious of like what the next one is. And then on the bottom we actually had the big puzzle. So it's not in like this little stack, it's behind it, and you get to know a little bit more about why they're all together. So I'm kind of keeping that part a surprise for me. But this one has been really fun to put together, and I do love the quality. This one is pricey though, it is $95. So it is something that I would hope to do year after year if I was to buy it full price, because you know, it's expensive. Maybe you can pair up with a friend, and maybe you can do one day and she does the other day, you know, maybe to make it a little bit more affordable. But this one has been super fun, and I've liked it a lot. So those are all 5 of the puzzle advents that I have for Halloween, and I have been loving all of them. Do you need all of them? Absolutely not. Do one, because for me, if I have more than one, if I skip a day for some reason, it's hard to catch up. And so I would say just get one that you like if you're interested in something like this. And again, also the Vermont Christmas Company is a great option too if you just want like a simple, small 40-piece puzzle to have a moment to puzzle throughout the season. I also don't know which one I would choose as my favorite. I kind of have been loving the Soonness one. It just is bright and colorful and like eye-catching. I'm very curious to see what the image is, because that one, unlike all the other ones, is a surprise when you're doing it. The other ones, you do have either a booklet or an image on the box so you know what you're doing. That one is a complete mystery, so that has again given me a little bit more of an element of surprise, which I really liked. It's expensive, so I do understand that. I also have really been loving the boardwalk one because the characters have been very fun as well. So, you know, it really just depends on what you're looking for. I just thought I would share because I've had many requests to do this. We'll also be doing a whole series for Christmas countdowns as well, so stay tuned for that. That will be only in a couple weeks, which is wild to think about. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thank you to All4Jig for sponsoring a portion of this video, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Bye guys.